So today, Polkadot Saturday, a little bit earlier. Why is it earlier? Well, I think it's because Tyson Fury is having a circus fight, right? Tyson Fury is fighting in Saudi Arabia. Actually, does any of you know when that's going to start? If you know, then please write it. In today's Polkadot Saturday, I want to make a recap of the first 4 parachain auctions, because 4 days ago, on the 24th of October, we received our dots back that we had committed to the first parachains. So what I have done, in that sense, what Betty and Jerry they did, is that we've kind of like tried to summarize this, where we received what returns on investments, and then let's go over and see, was it really worth it? And I wanna ask any of you, did any of you actually participate in the initial first batch of parachain auctions on Polkadot? And I cannot believe that it is 2 years ago. 2 years ago that we were standing right here, just you and I, Cherry in the back. No, Cherry, she's always in the bar, right? And she's always in the bar. Black Mamba, just around the corner from Kakadu. But Betty was here. And that we participated. At that time, Polkadot was almost at its all-time high, at $55 per dot. Today, the dots we received, or better said, 4 days ago we received our dots, they're now only $4 worth. Those of you who follow this channel, you do know that was the time when we preferred to go in cash. From that point of view, it sure would have been hell of a lot better to have sold the dots instead of committing each dot at a price at around $55. You see, I committed 1,000 dots of Betty's dots. Remember, I own nothing and I'm pretty happy. We committed around 1,000 dots to each parachain auction. At that time, 1,000 dots were almost equal between somewhere 50 to 60,000. 2 years later, we get 1,000 dots back that are worth $4,170. Hey, but don't blame that on Polkadot, because I love it, just like I always do. Anyways, that's what we're going to talk about, and then some recent news. But I think we need to start, and you know how it goes. It goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel and you want to stay on top of the Polkadot world, but then please hit like, smash, and subscribe and all them goodies so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, because it's important to me that you protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and as you probably know, I'm the host of the littlest channel on the interweb. Let's go over and see if there's anybody here in the chat before we go on with the market manipulation and all that. Because I first want to say hello to Shahid Amit, my soul brother. I don't even know if I really announced we're going to do it earlier, but I know that Shahid, he knows when we're going to see. What time is boxing? Vax is here. Steve is here. As I said, Persian Empire. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Crypto Rip. Please talk about Dodo and the Dodos. Dodo, I will talk about Dodo. Yeah, Dodo is not really, it's Dodo. Is it a dot? I don't think they're there. I used to do a lot on Dodo. Anyway, we'll talk about that. And what do you say, Shahid? I got my 500 dot back and straight to staking. But where did you stake? Where did you stake? Because there's some, I mean, you can stake your dots, you can get C dots on Parallel, and you can put them into a money market fund where you can get 0.36%. Just, that's almost a little bit like a joke, right? Anyway, guys, I think it is, so a blockchain bully. Oh, I think about blockchain bully every day. We will talk about them. We'll go in and look at and we should go right in here. Let's go in and look at the level of market manipulation. And first, where are the prices? So here we are. We got Bitcoin at 34,151. I mean, the last time we spoke, I think it was a little bit lower. And we got Cardano at 29 cents. And we got Ethereum at 1,786. And we got DOT at 4.1. Well, okay, let's just go over. No, I mean, because I also want to look at the. Let's also first look at Bitcoin, and that's why I'm thinking about blockchain bully every single day. Are we? Because blockchain bully is a firm believer we're gonna go back down and hit around the 12,000. I think you're watching too much Traders Reality. I mean, I love Tino, and he is right. He's very, very right. But are we really gonna go back? Are we gonna go back to the 12? Remember, we're also talking about the Wyckoff scheme, and there's actually two ways this can move on from my point of view, and that is either we're gonna have a very, very quick, like a flash crash drop all the way down to 12,000, where we originally kind of started the last bull run. That could still happen, but I think it would be a very quick one. Or we could simply just be moving up. Now, I like always to wait. Let me just take this here away. Come on, a clear hole here. Remember, we did kinda call the. We didn't call. We thought it would go a little bit lower, right? But around that time, remember back in November, I said I think the bottom has been reached. I don't think we're gonna reach the 12. And since then, I mean, it's been going up pretty strong, right? And we also we do like to look at our 7-day moving averages. I just have to 1 second here. I forgot this here. I need to add that. Yep, this must be this one. Sorry, guys. So here we go. So, I mean, remember, I'm a technical wizard here, but nevertheless, we do like to look at the 7-day moving average. And in Poker Pink, we can see that we have really, we are way above the 7-day moving average, right? So we were below for a few weeks. I mean, actually for quite 2 months. Then we slowly broke through. And I believe I will continue seeing this as a clear indication of an upwards continuation of the upwards trend, right? And I mean, I very much think we timed it correctly, and it's going up. Now, the only thing that does worry me a little bit is, of course, that we have this low volume, right? And that could, for that matter, then actually also it would be easier to really get the price down to whatever 15, 12, even if it's just a flash crash, right? So you gotta be careful. Little low volume, as you know, can lead to increased volatility, as we are seeing continuously. So be wary about that. Anyway, that's the weekly. Let's move on. I want to look at Polkadot, of course. Now, when we look at Polkadot, right? We came far down. What I think, and this is the weekly we're looking at. I mean, Jesus Christ, right? If you're going to look at the daily, it will be very hard to. What I think could happen here is that a hockey stick. I really think we're going to see a hockey stick. I think as we're going down, I think it's only a matter of time until we're gonna explode up. That is at least that's my feeling. Let me know what you say and what you think before we now move on to the presentation. But I'm still a firm believer of those beautiful dots. And that's all I got to say about that. I think it's time that the chaos should begin. Because it is time to concentrate on Polkadot and Kusama. In this case, only Polkadot. But just remember, my chaos has been nothing but profitable. The future of finance is being built right in front of our eyes, and we are part of it. And it's being built on the blockchain. So let's move on and have a look at the latest news. Let's go here. Not news, but what happened. And remember, everything I say and do should not be considered financial advice, because I know shit about crypto. Okay, so I just want to say I'm going to go through this presentation, and if there are any questions, because we always, the littlest crypto channel on the interweb, then I will look at the any questions or just a little bit of chit chat before the boxing. 10 p.m. Ukraine time. CryptoGog, yeah, I love you. Thank you. Okay, so let's start here. The first 5 winners. And this is in the order. The first winner was Moonbeam. The second one was Akala. The third one was Parallel Finance. Then we have a star. And then the 5th Parachain auction winner was Clover Finance. Now I have to admit, I only participated on behalf of Betty in the first 4, and we did not participate in Clover. But it is funny when you just, if you just scroll down and see the funds raised, we can see Moonbeam raised 149 million, then Akala 136, then Parallel 45, then a star 43, and then Clover 40. If you would go in today and see what they are raising in terms of contributions, it's not a lot. It's really not a lot. But I think sometimes it's a few thousand. Anyway, this was the beginning of the hype. And I do want to mention at this point, at the conference, even though I was not there at the Polkadot conference in Copenhagen, the founder, Gavin Wood, he was kind of holding a long speech and saying that he does not believe that this parachain auction is the right way to move forward. And I can only say I completely agree with him, because let's go in and look at the returns. So, as you also can see here in this column here, this is the minimum rewards. So here it's pointed out what the rewards were that we would receive if we contributed with the dots. Now with the, by the way, I'm still a very big believer in Moonbeam. But Moonbeam was the first winner. And in order to, I've just summarized it here a little bit. So the Parachain winner auction number 1, the crowd loan ended in December 17, 2021. I mean, almost 2 years ago. Not completed 2 years, thank God. And we got the dots back on the 24th. Before I move on, what I do want to say is, and what I find also nasty about the Polkadot ecosystem, and they really have to get their acts together. That is, almost out of these 4 parachain auctions that we participated in, there were almost on each parachain, or with each cryptocurrency, there was a different way of claiming your dots back. Either you had to do a lot or nothing, and it's also different where you collect your rewards. And that does make it frustrating, and that also takes me a long time. And when Grandma Betty is gonna participate in this, it has to be a little bit more up to date. And I would have thought the fact that when everything runs, within the Polkadot ecosystem, the thing should be more streamlined, right? It should be like the same practices everywhere, but that's not the case. Anyway, what with Moonbeam was that. So, for example, the good thing was they just returned the dots back to the Polkadot wallet. You didn't have to do anything. Lovely. Nothing. So even if you have not put this date in the calendar, you would still go and find on your Polkadot, I have the Polkadot extension wallet, you would find your dot that you had committed. And I think that's the least they can do when you support them for 2 years. However, when you want to collect your rewards on Moonbeam, you got to do that I do it via MetaMask on Ethereum, but on the Moonbeam chain. But that is not on Polkadot. Anyway, so that's where you get your rewards. Now, the rewards that you got for contributing a dot was 4.16 GLMR, the Moonbeam token. And if you look at today's price, I mean, these numbers are from yesterday, but I cannot imagine so much else happened. So they were trading at 19 cents per token. So that would have been, in today's value, for each dot you committed, you got 4.16 Moonbeam tokens valued at 78 cents. Now, if we take yesterday's price of Polkadot of $4.16, that would give you a return on investment of 18.75%. But just remember, as I pointed out in the beginning, I mean, when we contributed, right? When we contributed our dots, it was, let's go and look at the weekly. It was basically at their all-time high. I mean, it was kind of like a terrible. It was exactly here in November 2021. So let me know if you were smarter than me, because we did sell a lot of assets back in the day, but we didn't sell those assets where we committed. Now we get them back at the bottom, and 90% we get them back at exactly, let me show you here. We get them exactly at 92% discount. We get them back. Anyway, that's what that is. Let's see what the Moonbeam tokens are gonna bring in the future. I still love the whole thing, but from timing the market to the return on these coins, I think I would have preferred to have sold, have my money not tied up for 2 years. Anyway, Akala, that I find, is still absolutely a piece of, yeah, I'm not happy. Actually, you know, I mean, we sold Akala and all my rewards, and I think today again, or in the last 4 days, again, the way that they are participating or trying to almost trick, I find a little bit. It's not true, but almost like trick people in to convert your beautiful dot into T dot or into I don't know, LC dot. Now LC dot and T dot all sounds like it is dot, but it is a complete different currency. So please don't. I'm sorry. Please don't. I mean, we did not do that. I really did not think that was a good idea. I like it a little bit. Anyway, so if you wanted to get, I mean, Akala, they won the second Parachain auction, and in order to get your dots back, you need to go to Akala. Let's go in here and look here, and it's a little bit more of a complicated situation. I mean, I tried to record it for you guys, but it would take too long. You go in there, and then you go to your app, and here's your app, and then you can. Yeah, you have to kind of, they want to stake LC dot and can earn a total reward. So you kind of, they want you to do this through this UP rates. And then only when you press this UP rates, then you can find your crowd loan dots up there. And then you can try, and then you can put in your account number. I don't think we have any there on this computer, I have to say, or let's say here. Yeah, let's try. I usually remember the trading I don't do here. So anyway, then you go in here and then you can search. I mean, that is user friendly, you can say. But you see no data found, so nothing on that wallet. Let's try this one. And here we go. So in that sense, it's okay, but it's again, why do you have to kind of do that? I think I like the way Moonbeam did it, that they just transferred the dots back. Anyway, in this account, we got no dots. But anyway, if we had some dots, then we could find them, and then look what they are offering here in Akala. Stake LC dot, stake LC dot, stake dot, and but then it's the L dot pool, the T dot pool, the you know, I mean, a lot of, and then you see these beautiful returns that you can generate. So if you go into the L dot pool, then you get Akala and L dot in rewards, and the T dot you get Akala, and then you get some TI and you get some T dots. I mean, you don't get a lot of dots here, do you now? Right? And in the T dot pool with 83% APR, you get some Akala that, from my point of view, is useless. And then you get some TI and some T dot. Anyway, so once you then go in and you want, you found your dots, then they will try to convince you that you literally go in and stake your dots there. I did not want to participate in that, not at all. So I got my dots, and you can just convert your the LC dot that you you can convert them to normal dot and then transfer them back on Polkadot to your wallet there from Akala. And that's basically what I did. I don't have nothing to do with them anymore. But let me just show. So if you go in here on Akala and use the app, then you can see if you have some L dot here, that's you received L dots for every dot you committed to the Parachain Akala crowdloan, you will receive L dot, liquid dot. And so in order to get your dots back, you have to, exchange, basically redeem. In order to redeem and get your dots, you have to give away your L dots. And that's fine with that. But all these other dots, I don't really understand it. Anyway, that's my point of view, and let me know what you actually think about it. If you love Akala and think they're wonderful. And you know why I don't think they're wonderful? I will get to that. But so yeah, and also the rewards that we collected, we did that on the Akala app. The Akala app, I have to say, is user-friendly, and it is straightforward, and it is user-friendly and a great user experience. As the technology and the platform they built there was very good, but they're not really doing a lot. However, this was by far the lowest return on investment. For 2 years, we contributed the dots. We got, for each dot contributed, we got 4.6 Akala tokens, and they are currently trading at below 5 cents on the dollar. So that means that for every dot, as of today, we receive 22 cents. That is a return of 5.3%. What a shit show. Anyway, I also think that Akala, I just wanted here, we made a screenshot of their last community call. I mean, look at that. They didn't even show themselves, but maybe that's better, because when they do their community calls, here we can see we got Brian Chen. I don't know if he's the husband or the brother of Betty, who is the CEO. I mean, they lack transparency. They lack everything, I find. And I've written them often, and you know what? Not once did they reply me. Anyway, that's my point. That's my point of view on Akala, and I will also get rid of the Karura a long time ago. Anyway, the third parachain auction was Parallel Finance. Parallel Finance, they did it a little bit similar to Akala. So if you participated in their crowd loan, you would do it through their website, and then you will receive C dot. Yeah. So today I went in there and I wanted, so when you wanted to, let's just go over the numbers first. So yeah, so in order to get your dots back, you have to go back onto their website, crowdloan.parallel. And this is also where we've claimed our rewards over the year. Actually, you can see today altogether we got Parallel. We only contributed 500 dots, and altogether we got 55,710 para tokens in reward. And you can see today we claimed the 46,000 because honestly, Betty forgot to tell me that we participated in the Parallel auction. Anyway, so you can go in there and claim them and your rewards first. And as I said, you can go in and also redeem your dots for the C dot. When you go in to their app, it will ask you or propose you, just like Akala. And as you can see here, when you go into the app, you can go and press that, redeem your dots. And then it will, you have to switch your C dots for dots. But it wants you to, kind of contribute your C dot to a money market. The dot you unlock have been automatically deposited into Parallel money market to earn additional interest. Well, that sounds really good. You know what that rate of interest was? 0.36% APY. I mean, then I'm thinking that this is not for me. It's not for Betty and it's not for me. And I hope it's also not for you. Anyway, so if we should look today, now that we have collected all the rewards from Parallel and we have gotten our dots back, and that brought a return on investment of 11%. So now let's move on to the fourth. So before we move on to the fourth, which is a star, so just to quick wrap it up, we got 22% return on investment on Moonbeam, we got 5% on Akala, and we got, 11% on Parallel. Now, what do you think we got on a star? What did we get on a star? It is here very safe to say that a star is the true master. Return on investment, 122%. That's worth something, right? So for every dot we contributed 2 years ago, we received 102 star tokens. They are today valued at 5 cents. So you take 102 star token times 5 cents, $5.10. That is more than what Polkadot is worth today. Now I understand that you can calculate and look at it in different ways, but if we were to sell both positions, the position we got in a star is more than Polkadot. That's really, I love it. So also with a star, I think they are the ones that really have had the best, the biggest and the best partnerships. Anyway, with a star, there's really not so much to say. You know what? You contributed your dots from the same account that you contributed your dots. They paid your dots back on that account. And the rewards that you received, this fine reward of 102 a star, you could also collect right there on Polkadot.js from your Polkadot wallet with, of course, on the star parachain. It was really straightforward. You didn't have to go anywhere else, and they don't try to convince you to log in your token somewhere else. Okay, guys, before we go to the news, let me just see if anybody in the chit chat has something that is important. So let's go. Here we are. Maybe also have it is Saturday, right? So we can have a a drink here. Crypto Charlie is also here. Good to see you. Let me see any. That's what was easiest. Shahid. Yeah, that's yeah. Shahid is pointing out a very, very good thing. Kraken, you could also participate in most of all these parachain auctions on Kraken, and they take care of all these things when you're getting your dots back. So sometimes it is really just easier when you do it all centralized. So yeah, thank you, Shade. That was really, really good. What do you say, Sean? You did Moonbeam and Akala ones, yeah. So what do you think? A star has a bright future, yeah. I'm with you, Crypto Stan. Good to see you, Kevin. Raymond, good to see you. Happy you're here. Okay, guys, then let's we're looking at that after. Let's go through some of the news, and then we kind of can wrap it up, and that's a good thing. Let's go here, and quick S. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through it quick. I mean, this is basically like an update from previous quarter, but we still see top blockchains by number of repository, and repository has to do basically with programmers. And we can see obviously Ethereum number 1, and right behind ranked number 2 Polkadot. And still interesting, Solana number 3. We are holding Definity number 4. And, then we have Cosmos and yeah. But anyway, it is nice to see that Polkadot is really right up there. And even if we go in and see ranking blockchains by weekly devs, Ethereum still, of course, Ethereum, that's the settlement layer of the future of finance. But Polkadot is number 2. Funny also, Cosmos number 3. And number 4, Solana. And then we got Bitcoin. And then we got Kusama number 6, 7 Polygon, and then we got Starknet, and then we got Definity and Near Protocol. But anyway, so there's a lot being done there when it comes to developers. When we look here, ranking parachains by total active nodes. When we look at this here, we can see that Moonbeam is far, far ahead, number 1, right? So by active nodes, 423. Number 2 is Polkadot, and we haven't spoken a lot about Polkadot. We need to look at them. Number 3 is Star with 165, and that's what I like to see. On number 4, because this is truly one of them beautiful dots that I think has huge, huge, huge potential. And who is? Oh, sorry. And that is cross network. Remember, decentralized storage. I love this infrastructure, and cross network has a market cap that is so little that it is a joke. Anyway, you can go in there and look more. Then another little surprise that we have, and I like this surprise because it's another dot that I like a lot, and I really think that we should all think more about not. But anyway, we can see here on number 1, when it comes to daily active users of parachains in 7 days. Again, Moonbeam, number 1. On a second place, Nodl, right? Noodle Nodl. Third place, a Star. Then we got Akala. I think Akala is busy with people getting their AUSD, where we lost 50% out. And fiddling around with getting the LC dots to T dots to PIS dots and whatever. That's what I think. There are so many active users. And then on the 5th place, we got Unique Network, we got Fala, Parallel, Origin Trigger Parachain, and then Hydra X and Interlayer as the last. But anyway, it's nice to see. I mean, this is a real surprise with Nodl, also because Nodl, we love it. And it still very, very little in terms of market cap. So ranking parachain related projects by social activity, and then we can see number 1, we got Alpha Zero. We'll have to look into them. But then Moonbeam, Cross Network, Centrifuge. We love Centrifuge. Only a matter of time until we're going to see all that tokenization taking off. And then we got Fala Network, Litentry. Also good to see Litentry here. We love Litentry, holding there lots of return on staking. I think it's around 40%. And remember, Litentry is digital identity. We got Killed. Also digital identity, also like them, very low staking rewards. And then on what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, on the 8th place, we got a Star. Here we got the top 5 influential parachains on Polkadot in 7 days. Again, Moonbeam, Parallel, Litentry, and then Bifrost. We got to look at Bifrost. I think it's a DEX. We didn't participate in that because anyway, I want to, our portfolio, Petty's portfolio is big enough. And then T3RN. I don't even know them. Do you know them? Let me know. Last slide here. Top parachain projects by new accounts. And I think this is quite interesting. And again, Moonbeam, number 1 with 411,000 new accounts. And I mean, this is just unbelievable, right? And especially, let's go in here just quick and look at, we go in here and we look at Moonbeam's, price. I have to say that we have added a lot of Moonbeam. I wrote in the chat when we did it, but very much at the... Anyway, currently Moonbeam is, look at this right behind me here. Up there. 98% below its all-time high, which could generate, if it's going to go to its all-time high, more than 9,600%. Isn't that? I think that's kind of sexy, right? Anyway, on a second spot, we have here Nodl again. That means Nodl, right? That's just, let's go in and look at Nodl. Are any of you invested into Nodl? Because I think this could be a real, I think Nodl is going to bring us lots of joy and happiness in the future. So we see here, if we go in and look at the price of Nodl, it is 0.003. It has a market cap. What is the market cap? Of 9 million, right? And if we look at the 1 month, that's too little. Let's look for a year. Well, anyway, 9 million, right? And it is, you got to think about it, 9 million. And then if you think about how much market cap are we seeing? We cannot really compare these things. But what is the market cap? The market cap of Moonbeam is 155 million, right? So 9 million, it would be easier really for Nodl to speed things up in terms of risk reward. I mean, this cannot say it like that. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's good to see Noddle on a second place, right? I like that surprise. Never got a star on a third place. And then Akala again there. And then Centrifuge, Hydra X, Fala, Zeitgeist, Bifrost, and Killed Protocol. Guys, that's, is there more? No, we got a little bit more here. Ranking, daily active users. No, didn't we just had that? No, yeah. We had that. This is the last one. So that's about that. I'm going to go and see if any questions. And then if not, then we just call it a day. And then hopefully we will see each other tomorrow, but we never really know. Okay, dokie. David Singh, welcome. What do you think about... okay, let me go down here. Oh, yeah, I can sit there. Okay. Paul, he's asking about the BitBoy. Let's take that in the end. That's also funny, yeah. A star has a bright future. I think I done the Gleeman Ackermans. Okay, lost out big time with the dot out of staking, yeah. Is there anything here? That's why I'm doing, yeah, we got that. What exactly is poker utility? Well, that's a big question, Dave, here for this. Well, Polkadot's utility, I mean, it's almost like asking what is the utility of the blockchain, right? But really what I would suggest to do, I mean, this would take too much time, but there's Polkadot's utility. What you should do is you go in and look at those videos we have made. What is Polkadot? Try to educate you a little bit. It's not that I don't want it. I really want to do it, but I have really spoken a lot about Polkadot and what the utility is. That's a very big. That's a very big. It's almost like asking what is what is religion? No, but I hope you get me. No sound in the poop scene. Okay, okay. What else? Avatar. Let me see here. Oh, that was a good one. Blockchain bully. What is your time frame? Yeah, that we need to know. That we need to know. And was there anything we should talk about? Was there somebody? Dodo. Yeah, Dodo. Yeah, that coin. I will talk about that tomorrow because I don't have it just like that. So the last thing before we end, I think it's a good idea to have a take on BitBoy, Big Pants Crypto, and what happened. I've always admired Ben for his contribution to the overall ecosystem, and his channel did get huge. Okay, I will talk about Dodo then. And his channel did get huge, and I felt that BitBoy, he was kind of like the community, even for smaller crypto channels like myself, and I think he did a great job there. I think he was a terrible investor. You should never listen to BitBoy's advice. I think he has, this is just my feeling, a terrible way of dealing with money. I think he's a gambler. But that's just my point of view when it comes to crypto. But he did bring news. He did keep an active community. On the other hand, I remember before BitBoy's channel blew up, I mean, really started to grow, he did a lot of work, hard work, every day he was there, every day. Ben has committed so much hard work and time into BitBoy crypto. I think it is shameful the way that they threw him out. I think it's shameful. Shame on them. This is really Ben's channel. It's Ben's work. I feel for him. I think that Ben is a good guy. I think he's a good guy. Maybe not so detail oriented, but he didn't deserve that. I don't know if he cheated anybody or anything. I don't know that, but they cheated him out of his work. Let me know if there's some details I missed out, but I feel sad for him. On the other hand, he cheated on his wife. He took, I don't know, did he take drugs or not? I mean, maybe he was living too easy. But of course, if he's really getting divorced from his wife, it's not the right time. If Ben has done good things for his wife over the years and for the children, now it's not a good time to leave him. Now he needs support, and especially from from the people around that love him. So that's it. Which developmental activities are being done in Polkadot coins? It's also, I mean, I won't be able just to answer that. I will try to tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow again. I will try to see if I can answer some of the questions, and tomorrow in the live stream for sure something about Dodo. That's it, guys. I love you. Let me know. Are we gonna see a surprise tonight? Are we gonna see a surprise? What is this? Francis Nagamo? Is he going to knock out Tyson Fury? What do you think? It would be interesting if we could see the same kind of knockout that we saw Anthony Joshua at the time when he was really, dominating the heavyweight division, and especially when he was knocking out Klitschko. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much, Immigrant Son. I will try to see you tomorrow, and I will look at the questions. I will try to answer them. And Blockchain Bully, you owe us a timeline. I love you all. You are true lions. And all I can say here is the fact that you are here shows that you will be among the 1%, because you are